Welcome to Retro Scholars, the place where I answer all your NIL questions and just give you general advice and hopefully inspiration to help you actually go out and get your first NIL deal, which is actually my goal here at this channel. So what I want to get into is the 7 ways to monetize your NIL, your name, image, and likeness, even if you're not a D1 athlete. I know oftentimes we might feel and might think, just because I'm not a Division I athlete, I can't get any NIL deals. That can be further from the truth. You're going to see several, at least one example I do know through this outline of ways that I'm giving you. One way, one person specifically who has over 70 plus NIL deals. So let us get through the list one by one, 7 ways you can actually get an NIL deal. And also, this is just my list. There are several different lists out there, but this is just my list of what I feel might be beneficial. Number 1, endorsement deals. So if you were to Google endorsement deals, or you were to Google this word here, this phrase here, NIL deals, in your local area or in your NIL deals for local athletes, you would get a lot of results, right? And within these results, you'll see many companies out there doing NIL deals. So what I would do if I was you, the way I would go about getting endorsement deals, I would look locally. I wouldn't try to go to a national brand right now. I would just try to get a few deals under my belt and understand the process and understand what this NIL thing is all about. One thing that I would do is, if you have a program, typically your school might have a program. I might take that program and see the companies that are in their program and reach out to them, go visit them, and just say what you're all about, and just ask them, are they doing NIL deals? I think that's an easy way to go out and try to start gathering business. Is seeing that who's already spending money with your school, and see if they will want to invest in you as an athlete. I'm pretty sure they would, because everyone loves their local sports team. So I think that's a great place to start with endorsement deals. Number 2 here, we have sponsored content. There's no better example of this versus the king of NIL. He called himself Raekwon Smith. He's at an HBCU in Norfolk State, and he has over 70 plus NIL deals, right? You can see his LinkedIn here, over 70 plus. So if he's able to accomplish this, even though he's at a smaller school, you yourself, whomever's listening to this, you can do the same thing. What I would do is definitely message him, reach out to him, and see kind of what his process was. He mentions all the time on LinkedIn that he has a blueprint. See what that blueprint is, model his blueprint, and I'm pretty sure you can get to a point where you're actually doing your own NIL deal. So definitely check out his LinkedIn here. Number 3 is creating your own merchandise. Emily Cole at Duke, I think she wrote a book, and you can just Google her as well. She has several different ways, but creating her own content was one of the things she was able to do, right? You could, create a podcast. You could create a YouTube channel. Like, you could create content for yourself, and you can actually monetize that content using your name, image, and likeness. Number 4 is something very simple, is doing shout outs. Like, you shout someone out. I want to shout out my mom. I want to shout out my sister, or someone sent you a personal message to shout out you're their favorite player, right? You can use 2 platforms. Gen Loop, I think is one, and Cameo is the other, that you can do shout outs and actually get paid for that. Number 5, I think everyone can do, is actually run a camp. If you can do nothing else on this list, you can run a camp, right? You can go to your hometown, which you're probably a hero in, which they probably know because you went off to college, and you can come back and link up with your local basketball coach or your AD at the time, and literally put on a camp. Like, it takes nothing to do that. That's just want to. That's something that you should be able to do and charge whatever you want to charge, $10, $15, and actually run a camp. And then what you can do is maybe create your own merchandise, create your own t-shirts, your own brand, right? And, use that to sell at your camp. That's another way that you can kind of marry the two. So think about that. Number 6 is NFTs. I haven't seen this idea. I thought it was a unique way of actually utilizing your name, image, and likeness. Their Players Lounge is someone that's doing something really cool with this. I'm gonna drop a link to their YouTube channel and to their website, also their LinkedIn. I would definitely reach out to them and kind of see what they're doing and see if something that you can model as well. And then lastly, number 7, autographs. Again, autographs, self-explanatory. What you can do with autographs is run a camp, right? Kids are going to bring stuff in. You can autograph, but although I wouldn't charge for autographs in that sense, maybe you bake it into that initial price, which you actually do your camp. So you might need help with the pricing of a camp. How do you price out if you're actually running it? Maybe I can do a video on that. But either way, these are some cool ideas I think that you can utilize to go out and monetize your name, image, and likeness, even though you're not a D1 athlete. If you have any further questions about name, image, and likeness, NIL, leave me your comments below. I want to know what they are. Here at Retro Scholars, we're just researchers. We're not becoming experts. We're learning along the way, like a lot of people in NIL. So we definitely want to be there with you and become an extension of your team and help you get that first NIL deal. Everyone take care, and we'll catch you at the next video.